Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys. I know the energies have been really strong lately and a lot of very powerful and changing messages have been coming through, and not only through me but through many others as well. I would highly recommend that you consider watching the predictions videos that came out. When I do my tarot readings, unless they are pick a card readings, I have zero intention of what's going to come through. I have no topic in mind. My messages are not what we want to hear, but what we need to hear. So there have been quite concerning messages that have been coming through, and I have been hearing more of my guides and have a new guide, somebody who I've never reached out to, has been showing themselves to me, as well as I literally felt their energy and saw them and have been hearing them lately. So I know there are many things going on in this world right now, and many others have been perhaps experiencing the same things, awakenings, coming to new truths, questioning things, and I think that is all good. It is all in preparation for the new earth, as some call it, for this new energy, for this transformative time that we are in. Do not be afraid. Just do your best and look forward to a new tomorrow. Okay, we have Four of Cups that came out already, the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles. So with this, what I'm seeing is focusing on the new energies, focusing on creating, focusing on being, and on emanating the light from within you, sharing your messages with people, sharing your truths with people, sharing whatever it is that you can with people. Things are going to get harder before they get better. And we are already seeing that, even if you don't keep an eye on news, like I don't really, even if you don't, then I'm sure you still are already aware of all the things that are going on this earth so far already. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a sip out of my drink, but it's an icy one, so it's gonna melt. It's already melting. Damn. Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of changes and transformations that are going on, but keep your eye on the prize. When people question you, are you going to stand in your truth, or are you going to cower in fear? Are you going to still let people know who you are? Now, I'm seeing in some situations you may have to do what you have to do in order to protect yourself and the people around you. But always remember that what is important is that you acknowledge what you believe and you stick with it, as long as it's really in your heart and it's not because of how you were raised or what you've been raised to believe or taught to believe, but because it really feels right to you. Okay, let's see. Pay attention to animals around you, and if you have any animals, pay attention to nature. Ground yourself. Heal in nature while you can. You can get rest in nature without falling asleep. Just by being in nature, it has this very rejuvenating type of energy. Don't forget your happiness despite whatever is going on. When I was at work yesterday, there was this lady who, so I was helping her out, And when she went to go buy some stuff, my boss was the one who cashed her out. And I remember hearing this lady tell my boss, like, you need to smile. You need to smile, girl, or something like that. And my boss kind of laughed. And she wanted me to show her something. I was going to show her some other stuff, some ideas for gifts for her granddaughters. And so I was showing her, and all of a sudden this 60s song came on, and she just started dancing, and she literally just grabbed my hand and started like making me dance with her. And I love dancing, and I love that kind of energy. She was such a beautiful, beautiful woman, a beautiful soul. And I started dancing with her. And so we were still dancing, and then we stopped, and then she got back into it, and then I just started dancing on my own next to her. And by the time the song stopped, she said, you know, I think she said she was 72 or 76 or 80 something. So she was past barely a senior. So already like 80s or something. And she said, you know what? People these days are so serious. And I was like, you're right. People are serious. I think it's just because people forget to appreciate the little things. There's so much stress going on. People have so much that they don't focus on what makes them happy. And having that interaction with this lady was it was a beautiful moment. And so no matter how old you are, no matter what you're going through, always remember that there is something to be happy about, okay? I've even met homeless people. One of my best friends was homeless, and at the time that we met, he was homeless. And despite that, he was always such a beautiful, happy person too, no matter what was going on. And I just want to remind you guys, and this is your spirit guides are reminding you that no matter what's going on in your life, that you have something to be happy about. You are alive, and so there are changes that can be made. You can manifest. You can change your circumstances. People believe that destiny is set in stone. No. Destiny is like a game plan. It's like an itinerary. But we have free will, and what you do with that, what you do with your time and with your energy is up to you, and that is your responsibility. So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do about it? Six of Swords in reverse. Oh. There's a little baby dragon riding on the parent dragon. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Alright. So, Six of Swords is usually about moving away from turmoil. What I'm seeing here is that there are people who are too afraid to move ahead, too afraid to let go of what is around them, despite what's going on. Despite the messages that they feel they need to move. They need to do something different. They need to go somewhere different. They need to feel a different energy. If you've been feeling called to travel, I understand these times are scary and there's a lot of shit going on, and it's not gonna stop anytime soon. However, if you've been wanting to go to the next city over, or drive like a few hours away just to like camp for the weekend or something, like, hey, why not? What's holding you back? Yeah, there might be all this shit going on, but I mean, you're still alive. You're still experiencing life. So experience it while you can, because you might not really have a chance later. So a bunch of cards flew out, but here we have the Devil. So there's this energy here. What has once been withheld, what has once been confined, what has once been chained and bound will be free. People who have been subjected to, how can I say, not having freedoms, or subjected to government control, or people who've been feeling isolated or manipulated or different kind of things. I'm saying people are starting to stand in their freedom and break those chains. You cannot truly bind the dragon. The dragon is freedom. The dragon is free. People, okay, this message is not going to be for everybody. And not everyone's going to want to even hear the rest of what I have to say, but it has to be said. If Satan is the earth, and there are all these transformations going on in the earth, I saw 11:22 to 11:23. It is not a bad thing. I'm not seeing this as a bad negative energy. What is happening must happen. Just as God created a flood that literally killed everyone and everything, the flood of 40 days and 40 nights, that was God's doing. And people want to blame Satan. People want to put the blame on anything else. What I see and what I'm feeling there are pantheons merging together, gods and goddesses of every pantheon, beings of every sort coming together to help transform the earth, to uplift the earth to the next level. And unfortunately, that means that there's gonna have to be some shit that happens in order to break those chains. People are tired of being forced to be chained and bound and told how to live their life. And it's time to be free. It's time to level up. It's time to stand in the truth. But it's not gonna be easy. There will be opposition on all sides. And the thing is, no matter what you believe, no matter if you're left-hand path, right-hand path, no matter what you believe in, no matter if you're a devout Christian or Satanist or whatever you want to call yourself, there are good people in the same place as you, and there are bad people in the same place as you. Don't assume just because somebody's on one side or the other that they're good or bad. What matters is your soul. What matters is who you are as a person and how you help people or don't. People will take, I just saw 222. Been seeing a lot more synchronicities. I've seen a lot of synchronicities before. And I mentioned this in one of my previous readings that during this time you're going to notice a lot more synchronicities. And it's only going to be stronger. What matters is what you do with the knowledge and with the power that you have. If someone had the power or gift of creation and destruction, and they only destroyed obstacles that were in people's paths and created what people needed, that would be considered a good person, right? Whether they claim to be Christian or Satanist or Jewish or Muslim or whatever else, Wiccan, pagan, or just a solitary practitioner. It doesn't matter what your path is. What matters is what you do on your path. And there are people on all paths that are extremists that do not really take the teachings to heart. They just take them at surface level instead of, I saw 1505. What I remember being raised in Christianity was that you're not meant to take the Bible literally. It's meant as like spiritual metaphor to help you in your life. You're supposed to dig deeper and find the truth of the meaning within it, within those words, between the lines. And people don't do that. What I'm saying here is, with great power comes great responsibility. And no matter what path you're on, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with that power. That's what matters. There are priests that rape and molest children. That is not of God. That is not something that anyone should even do. There are people on all sides that do good things and on all sides that do bad things. I believe an extremist of anything is a bad thing, because then they're closed-minded and they cannot have an open, honest conversation with people to find balance. They are so out of balance, so out of touch with the truth, and they can only see what they choose to see, or what they've been forced or manipulated or spoon-fed to believe. There's so much more than we can even understand that is going on. And it's important for us to, again, remain calm, stand in our truth. If you're somebody who prays to God, pray to God. If you're somebody who works with Satan to become a better version of yourself and help other people do the same, then do that. I do not judge you on your path as long as you're not a shitty person. Then I got some shit to say. Regardless if you're religious or you're not, or you're spiritual or you're not, or you're just a scientific person, there's science to prove all of this shit. But whether you choose to believe it or not, that's on you. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred or transmuted. That is quantum physics. That is the science. There are people who have scientific research and scientific evidence of capturing spirits, evidence of spiritual energy. And people still want to be like, nah, that doesn't exist. All right. You claim to believe in science, but you can't even believe in science? Okay. I saw 1808, by the way. There are cycles that are going to break, whether people are like it or not. People are going to fight it because they don't want to believe what's right in front of them. Things are going to become undeniable. Our guides are coming. They're already here. They've already been with us. They're already guiding us. But they are helping transform this earth to a new earth, to something different, something that we need. And that involves breaking chains. Imagine, whether you're spiritual or you're not, whether you're religious or you're not, regardless of what you believe, imagine somebody came banging on your door, telling you and forcing you that if you don't conform to their beliefs or to their... It doesn't matter. It could be political, it could be religious, it could be in any way, shape, or form. Imagine if someone banged on your door, stepping on your property, telling you that you must conform or you're gonna die by their hands. What are you gonna do? Break the chains? You deserve to believe what you believe because it's in your heart. As long as you're not a bad person doing stupid, fucked up shit, then you're not a bad person. Now, if you're doing stupid, fucked up shit, then fuck you. I'm not going to say more that I would like to say about that. Anyone would fight for what they believe, as we all should, because we all deserve to be in the energy where we express our beliefs and where we are mature enough to have conversations and to allow people to be who they are, as long as they're not hurting anybody. Bless you. Bless me. Bless us all who have love in our hearts, who want peace on this earth. No matter what side of the coin, we are all of one coin. We are all of the same. We are all scales upon the dragon, as they say. We are all one. Why do people segregate? Why do people fucking do all this stupid, pathetic bullshit, hating on each other just because we look different, just because we speak different? Maybe you're the stupid, fucked up, dumbass piece of shit. If you can't see past who somebody is on the outside. I just saw 2111 to 2112. I'm tired of this shit. If you are a good person, you have love in your heart, I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, red, blue, green, purple. I don't give a fuck what you look like. Whether you're short or you're tall or you're male or you're female or whether you're trans, none of that means anything. The meat suit that we have, it means nothing. We are all expressions of one energy meant to help share, uplift each other. What you look like means nothing. And there are people that will have you believe differently. I saw something so fucking stupid, and it pissed me off. I don't know if this is true, and I gotta go soon. Maybe I'll do a reading at home tonight, but... So apparently, again, I haven't fact-checked this, but if it's true, it's the stupidest fucking bullshit. I saw 2233 and 231. Supposedly, I heard that there is a state, or there was a congressman, or there was somebody in power who made it to where, you know, Amber Alert is when a child is missing? That supposedly there's called an Ebony Alert now, which means that a child of color is missing. People are segregating people. A child is a child. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter what race they are. It is important to find them and to protect them. It doesn't matter what you look like. That means nothing. And it's so sad. It's so sad that people can't get over the difference. It's so disappointing. Like, what are we doing? Reverting back to cavemen? People trying to steal land from other people? And then people getting mad because the person who's protecting themselves and their land and their people are fighting back 10 times hard? What the fuck? Change needs to happen. And it's happening. Wow. So I'm not really gonna read on these. I'm gonna get a chakra card, because I gotta go. But we have the Two of Cups in reverse, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. These are cards that have been coming out in my previous readings. If you feel drawn to, and even if you don't, I highly would recommend that you consider watching them. And I know I'm not the only one who's been doing predictive videos and shit like that, but man, just get one message, please? I love you guys, and I appreciate you. And I will always hope and pray and work towards uplifting the energies that be. Whether I know you personally or not, and I know I can be some antisocial bitch, like, online and shit, but I really care. I do care. Do what you can. Hope, pray, work your magic to uplift humanity, to uplift people's spirits, to bring truth to this earth, to bring healing to people. There's so many people that need it. There's so much shit going on, and it is overwhelming. Like, someone who would feel nothing watching and hearing all this shit going on is a heartless motherfucker. Like, wait until it happens to you, and then you'll feel it, huh? I would wish this upon nobody unless they're evil people. And to me, evil people are those who harm others, who harm the innocent. Because I believe in self-defense, 100%. Those who harm the innocent are evil people. That's what I believe. Those who force their ideals and will harm those who don't conform, that's an evil person. Regardless of what side they're on, it means nothing. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to try to read these fast. So there's one. Sacral chakra. So there's a lot of sacral chakra. And then the bottom is heart. I am worthy. It's abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of everything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Ask your guides for help during this time. They are already with you, but they want you to not rely on them for everything, but to not be afraid to ask them for help. They already help you, but they want to see that you trust them. During this time, it's going to be hard to have everything we need, but respect yourself, honor yourself and your beliefs. Sacral chakra, sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively, using all my faculties, including touch, voice, and actions, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses of being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by landscapes, people, weather, animals, aromas, and sounds. Despite what's going on, express yourself. Be who you are. Share your art. If there was a group of people that had nothing, and it was the middle of the night, but everyone was awake, crying and feeling sad, imagine how much of a light it would be if somebody just stood up, or even just sitting down and just started singing a beautiful melody. It brings peace to the soul. The arts are important. No matter if it's caveman era, where they were etching things onto stone, or if it's now or in the future, it is important to share that because it needs to be expressed. And technology, like AI and shit, although it looks great, it's creative, it can make anything, but it is not human. It does not have emotion. So is it really truly an expression of who we are? Seventh chakra, crown chakra. Bliss. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am present in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment, and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is part of my life. Live free of fear. All shit can be breaking loose around you. We have to breathe. Meditation is about breath. The breath is life. Okay, last one. Generosity, heart chakra. Generosity is sharing. I give myself freely and I am open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit, just like a song. Through love, I have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others. Love is the answer. But not everyone has love. And we need to defend ourselves and protect each other, but have love in our hearts. We have to be generous. And it's hard, but listen to people. Listen to people's story. Listen to what they have to say. That is generous. That is generous. Giving them an ear to hear. Ooh, that got a little wet. I want to make sure my deck isn't gonna get wet, but I digress. I love you guys. I really do believe in all this stuff that's going on. I cannot tell you all the signs and synchronicities I've been hearing and seeing and feeling, and I know I'm not the only one. And maybe I sound like a crazy fucking bitch. Fuck it. If I'm meant to sound like a crazy fucking bitch and nothing happens, well then, hey, I'm just saying what I need to say. Because that's why I was here on this earth anyway. And if people don't want to listen, fuck it. I'll just be barking to the ether. The ether will listen. But anyway, prepare. Don't be afraid, but prepare. I love you guys. Take care, and I hope to see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Bye.